Your words aren't just random sounds or letters. They're a mirror of what you believe and what you want. They actually shape the life you lead. When you talk, you're not just sharing how you see the world. You're actually creating your own reality. Seriously, everything in your life, your relationships, job, health, and happiness, has been affected by what you say every day. Your words either help you reach your goals or put up walls that keep you stuck. Every word you say matters, whether you know it or not. When you keep talking positively about yourself, you're building a mindset that draws in success, happiness, and plenty. But when you put yourself down with negative self-talk, saying stuff like, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," you're just reinforcing those beliefs and making them true. Your mind pays attention to what you say, and eventually it starts to believe those words, whether they lift you up or hold you back. Words are the seeds you plant in your life. Think of your mind like a garden. Just like seeds, whatever you nurture will grow. If you keep talking about doubt, fear, and negativity, you're planting seeds of failure and disappointment. But if you focus on confidence, love, and possibility, you're planting seeds of success, happiness, and fulfillment. Over time, those words sink in and shape your thoughts, actions, and the results you see in life. Have you ever noticed how just one sentence can completely change your mood? Your whole vibe, how you see things, and even how your day goes can change with just a kind word. A little encouragement can really pull you out of a rough spot, while a negative remark can make you doubt yourself. Words have serious power. They're not just neutral. They either lift you up or drag you down. The trick is to pay attention to the words you use, both with yourself and with others, and to choose words that lift you up, empower you, and spark inspiration. Once you start speaking with purpose, you'll notice how your words shape your reality. The moment you realize that what you say about your life can actually shape your reality, it's a game changer. It's not just about throwing around positive affirmations. It's about making sure your words match what you truly want and aim for. If you're looking for more success, talk about success like it's already happening. If you want more love in your life, express love and gratitude to yourself and those around you. Your words really act like a compass, guiding what you do. When you keep speaking positively, it sets the tone for your actions. When you start thinking you can do something, your mind looks for ways to make it happen. But if you keep saying it's impossible, your brain just shuts down and you'll miss out on all the opportunities right in front of you. Basically, what you say can really shape your reality. It's also crucial to remember that your words don't just affect you. They impact the people around you too. So, when you talk to others with kindness and encouragement, when you show respect, you raise everyone's energy and create a positive vibe for yourself. But if you get caught up in gossip, criticism, or negativity, you bring everyone's energy down, including your own. The words you choose can either lift people up or bring them down. By opting to speak kind words, you help create a world that mirrors the good you put out there. One of the biggest changes you can make in your life is to really pay attention to the words you use. Especially when you're talking to yourself, those conversations in your head are the most important ones you'll ever have. They're the words that shape how you see yourself, your confidence, and what you believe is possible for your life. If you're always saying you're not smart enough, not talented enough, or not worthy of success, that's what your reality will show. But when you start telling yourself, "I am capable, I am deserving, and I am enough," you begin to change your perspective. Life is all about the words you use. They're not just random thoughts. They're the foundation for your future. Every time you say something about yourself or your life, you're putting energy into creating your reality. When you talk clearly and confidently about what you want to achieve, you kickstart the process of making it happen. The universe reacts to the energy you send out, and your words are one of the easiest ways to express that energy by speaking positivity into your life. Instead of focusing on what you're afraid of, start saying what you want to happen. When you do that, your actions, thoughts, and feelings start to match your highest potential. You'll begin to live in a way that aligns with the reality you want to create, not the limits you've accepted before. Changing the way you talk can really change your mindset and, in turn, the results you see in your life. Your words are your strongest tool for creating the life you want because they reflect your beliefs and hold a lot of power. Your choices can either hold you back or set you free. So pick wisely because they're shaping your reality every day. Changing your self-talk from negative to positive is one of the most powerful things you can do for your mental and emotional health. The way we talk to ourselves really affects how we see ourselves, others, and the world. This inner voice can lift us up, giving us encouragement and strength, or it can bring us down, making us doubt ourselves and our abilities. Our negative self-talk is sneaky. It creeps into our heads without us even noticing. It's shaped by years of conditioning, past experiences, or societal pressure. It whispers things like, "I'm not good enough," "I always mess things up," or "things will never change." These voices chip away at our confidence, steal our joy, and hold us back from reaching our true potential. The worst part is, the more we buy into these thoughts, the more they end up becoming true. If you keep telling yourself you can't do something, eventually your brain buys into it and you just stop trying altogether. The first step to turning that negative self-talk into positive is being aware of it. You need to pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. This means catching those negative thoughts when they come up and seeing them for what they really are. Limits you put on yourself because of fear, insecurity, or doubt. The truth is, you can do way more than those negative thoughts make you believe. You might think that, but until you realize how often you're convincing yourself of the opposite, those limiting beliefs will keep holding you back. Once you notice the negative self-talk, the next step is to question it. Ask yourself, is this really true? Do I have solid proof that I'm not good enough, or is it just a story I've been telling myself? Often, we discover that these negative thoughts aren't rooted in reality. They're just reflections of our insecurities or past failures. Just because something didn't work out in the past doesn't mean you're destined to make the same mistakes again. Every new moment gives you a chance to change, grow, and succeed. That's where positive self-talk comes in. Instead of letting negative thoughts take over, replace them with empowering affirmations. These should reflect who you really are and what you're capable of. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm always messing up," try saying, "I am." Instead of saying, "I'll never be successful," I tell myself, "I can achieve anything I put my mind to." These little changes in how I talk to myself might seem minor, but they really help shift my mindset to one of growth and resilience. Positive self-talk isn't about pretending everything is fine or ignoring challenges. It's about recognizing that I'm capable, strong, and deserving, no matter what hurdles I face. It's all about looking for solutions instead of just dwelling on problems. Instead of focusing on setbacks, think about progress instead of perfection. This change in mindset doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, it becomes second nature. The more you practice positive self-talk, the more you'll notice changes in how you act, your confidence, and your overall view on life. One of the coolest things about positive self-talk is that it creates a success feedback loop. When you start believing in yourself, you take more risks, tackle challenges, and aim higher. When you set goals, you end up experiencing more success, which boosts your confidence and skills. It creates a positive cycle that starts with how you talk to yourself. On the flip side, negative self-talk drags you down. When you doubt yourself, you hold back, play it safe, and avoid taking risks. This leads to missed chances, which just reinforces the idea that you can't do it. Another key part of making this change is being kind to yourself. Positive self-talk isn't about acting like you're flawless or anything. It's not about ignoring your flaws, but recognizing that you're human. Mistakes are just part of growing, and your worth isn't based on what you achieve or fail at. When you practice self-compassion, you give yourself permission to mess up without being hard on yourself. You learn from those mistakes, grow from them, and keep pushing ahead. Instead of saying, "I'm such a failure," try saying, "I'm proud of myself for trying, and I'll do better next time." This small change in how you talk to yourself helps build resilience, self-acceptance, and personal growth. Surrounding yourself with positive vibes can really help you change your mindset. The people you hang out with, the stuff you watch, and the places you spend time in all shape how you think. If you're always surrounded by negativity, whether it's from toxic relationships, bad media, or self-destructive habits, you're more likely to internalize that negativity. But when you put yourself in positive, uplifting situations, it's way easier to keep a good attitude and stay engaged. Practicing gratitude can really boost your positive self-talk. It changes your focus from what you don't have to what you do have, from what's wrong to what's going well. When you make an effort to be grateful, you start to notice your strengths, the progress you've made, and all the little blessings in your life. This change in how you see things helps you talk to yourself in a positive way, reminding you of all the things you're thankful for and how capable you are of reaching your goals. It's super important to remember that changing from negative to positive self-talk is a journey, not a quick fix. It takes consistency, patience, and persistence. There will be moments when negative thoughts sneak back in, and that's totally fine. The aim isn't to get rid of all negative thoughts. That's just not realistic. The goal is to notice them, question them, and decide not to let them control your actions or define your self-worth. As you practice more positive self-talk over time, you'll see those negative thoughts start to fade. Negative thoughts won't hold you back as much anymore, and you'll start feeling more joy, confidence, and success in every part of your life. Basically, switching from negative to positive self-talk is about taking back your power. It's about controlling the story you tell yourself and changing it to help you reach your full potential. You are not defined by your past mistakes, your doubts, or the limitations that fear or insecurity try to impose on you. You are capable, you are worthy, and you have what it takes. You have the ability to shape the life you want, one thought, one word, and one action at a time. Speaking with purpose about your future is a powerful practice that changes your mindset from just hoping to actually creating. It's about taking charge of your life story and not letting outside factors or random events decide your direction. Instead, you start to build your reality by confidently stating the outcomes you want. It's not just about wishing or daydreaming, it's about setting clear intentions. Getting your words, thoughts, and actions in sync to create the life you want is key. When you talk about your future with purpose, you're not just sharing your dreams, you're weaving them into your reality. The words you use, the vibe behind them, and how often you say them all play a huge role in this. This is the core of the law of attraction, a concept that shows up in many spiritual and self-help teachings. If you really focus on something, like quantum physics, and you talk about it and truly believe in it, you'll draw it into your life. Your words have energy, and the intentions behind them can set off waves that align the universe with what you want. The first step to speaking your future into existence with purpose is to get clear. You need to know exactly what you want. Vague wishes just lead to vague outcomes. If you're not sure where you're going, it's easy to lose your way or get sidetracked. So, take the time to figure it out. Take some time to really think about what you want in life, your dreams, your goals, and the kind of person you want to be. Instead of just saying you want to be successful, figure out what success actually means for you. Is it having financial freedom, mastering a skill, building meaningful relationships? The clearer you are, the more impact your words will have when you say them. Once you know what you want, you can start to express your future with positive affirmations. These aren't just feel-good phrases. They really matter. Declarations of what will be. When you say things like, "I am successful, I am abundant," or "I am worthy of love and happiness," you're planting seeds in the soil of your subconscious mind. And just like any seed, these thoughts need nurturing. Repetition is key. The more you say these truths, the more they'll take root and grow into beliefs that shape your actions, decisions, and ultimately your reality. But intention isn't just about the words. It's about really feeling the truth of those words deep in your soul. There's an emotional side to it. A lot of people overlook this, but it's not enough to just say, "I'm successful." You really have to feel like you've already achieved that success. Talk about your goals like they've already happened. When you look to the future, do it with confidence and a strong belief, like you've already got the good things you want. This kind of emotional alignment sends a strong message to your subconscious and to the universe that you're ready to receive what you desire. Asking for visualization is a great way to enhance your future. When you say your affirmations, picture the life you're building. Imagine yourself in your dream house, having deep connections, succeeding in your job, or reaching whatever goals you have. Mixing what you say with what you visualize helps your subconscious create a plan, making it easier to go from where you are now to where you want to be. Goals seem more achievable when you believe in them. It's really important to stay positive about your future, even when things get tough or don't go as planned. There will be times when you start to doubt yourself, but in those moments, you need to keep speaking positively and confidently about your future. This is where a lot of people struggle. When things get rough, they start talking down about their situation, saying stuff like, "I'll never make it," or "This is too hard. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this." Negative thoughts can hit just as hard as positive ones, but in the wrong way. Keep in mind that what you say shapes your reality. During tough times, it's super important to watch your words and keep saying the things you want to happen. Another thing about speaking your future into existence is knowing that timing and patience matter. Manifestation doesn't always happen right away. Just because you say it today doesn't mean it'll show up tomorrow. The universe has its own schedule. Sometimes reaching your goals takes time, growth, and some prep work. Even if you don't see any signs of what you want just yet, you've got to keep talking about it with purpose. Trust that the seeds you've planted will eventually grow. This is where faith and perseverance play a big role. The more you can keep believing in your future, even when you don't see quick results, the stronger your belief gets, and you keep your energy focused on your goals. Plus, it's super important to make sure your actions match what you say. Talking about your future with purpose isn't just about sitting back and hoping for things to magically happen. It's about taking intentional steps every day toward the future you want. Your words and actions need to be in sync. If you're claiming you want abundance, but acting like you're in a scarcity mindset, you're confusing the universe. If you're saying you want to be successful, but keep putting things off or getting in your own way, you're sending mixed messages about what you really want. It's all about being in sync with what you say and what you actually do. When your actions match your intentions, you build a strong momentum that helps you reach your goals faster and more efficiently. One important thing that often gets overlooked is gratitude. As you talk about your future, it's just as important to be thankful for the good things that are already coming your way. Gratitude boosts the strength of your words and speeds up the process of making things happen when you show appreciation for them. What you're creating, even before it shows up in your life, sends a message of trust and certainty to the universe. You're saying, "I know this is already mine, and I'm grateful for it." That vibe of gratitude raises your energy and pulls in more of what you want. Just as important is being careful with the words you use to talk about your current situation. It's easy to get caught up in complaining about what's going wrong, focusing on problems, or dwelling on past mistakes. But if you keep talking down about your current situation, you're just making things worse. Instead, try to reframe your thoughts. If you're dealing with challenges, instead of saying, "I'm stuck," say, "I'm learning and growing." Instead of, "This isn't working," say, "I'm discovering new ways to make this happen." How you talk about your present situation really affects your future because it shapes your mindset and keeps you focused on either what's possible or what's holding you back. It's also important to remember that talking about your future with purpose isn't just about your own goals. You can use this approach to lift others up too. Send positive vibes to your loved ones, your community, or even strangers. When you wish success, happiness, and prosperity for others, you set off a wave of positivity that not only helps them, but also boosts your own energy. The good vibes and generosity you put out there often come back to you in surprising and amazing ways. By focusing on the future of others, you're making a real difference. Being surrounded by a vibe of abundance and possibilities helps you bring more of that into your life. It's super important to understand the power of sticking with it. Speaking positively about your future isn't just a one-off thing. It's something you do every day. It's all about being committed to your growth and success. There will be days when you start to doubt yourself, when things feel like they're moving slowly, and when you might want to fall back into old habits. But in those times, it's really important to keep going and stay on track. When you talk with intention, believe that the future you're shaping with your words is already coming. The trick is to keep it up. The more you state your goals, the more powerful they get, and the more you connect with that creative energy. When you say something out loud, whether it's good or bad, it sinks into your subconscious. Your mind can't tell what's real and what's just in your head. So when you keep giving it positive affirmations, it really makes a difference. When you tell yourself things like, "I'm not good enough," "I always mess up," or "I'll never succeed," you're basically setting limits on what you can achieve. Your mind starts to believe those negative thoughts and acts on them, which ends up making them come true. On the flip side, when you say stuff like, "I can do this," "I deserve to be happy," or "I'm going to make this happen," you're actually setting yourself up for success. Success comes from the link between what you say and how you feel, and it's all tied to your body. When you talk negatively, your body reacts. Maybe you feel tightness in your shoulders, a heavy chest, or a knot in your stomach. Your body is really responding to your words, which just adds to the emotions you're feeling. But when you speak with confidence and positivity, your body reacts differently. You stand taller, breathe deeper, and feel lighter. This mind-body connection is real. Our words are super connected to our overall well-being. When you choose words that lift you up and empower you, you're not just changing how you think, you're also boosting your physical health. Plus, the way you talk affects your relationships. How you communicate with others and how you talk about yourself really shapes your personal and professional connections. If you're always putting yourself down, downplaying your skills, or being negative about your life, you might end up attracting more of that negativity. People who buy into that narrative, on the flip side, when you talk with confidence, positivity, and self-assurance, you attract people into your life who share those same vibes. Your words set the tone for how others treat you and how they see your value. It's crucial to remember that bringing your dreams and goals to life is a continuous journey, not just a one-and-done deal. Like any other skill, it takes consistency and dedication. You've got to be on the lookout for that negative self-talk and catch it. Swap it out for affirmations that match the life you want to build. It's all about getting into the habit of saying things that resonate with your best self and biggest dreams. As you make this a regular thing, you'll see your words start to sync up with your future goals. Your inner talk will turn into a source of strength and guidance instead of holding you back. Plus, when you speak with confidence, your words can inspire others too. When you talk about your journey in a positive way, you become a beacon of hope and motivation for those around you. Your story, your affirmations, and your declarations of what's possible can inspire someone else to chase their dreams too. The power of words isn't just personal, it's universal. You can change your own life with the right language and also uplift others. That's the ripple effect of being intentional and empowering. The power of words is all about how your words can change your life. When you see just how much your words impact your reality, you can start using them more thoughtfully. Every word carries energy, and that energy can either lift you up or drag you down. Whether you notice it or not, you're always creating your life with what you say. So, why not choose to speak words that empower you, lift your spirits, and help you make your dreams come true? You have the power to build your own reality. Live a life that shows off your true potential just by being aware of the words you use every day. Swap out fear for words of faith, because fear is the biggest thing that holds you back from reaching your full potential. Fear can freeze you in place, trapping you in self-doubt, second-guessing, and hesitation. It whispers that you're not enough, that you'll never succeed, and that the risks are too high and the failures too hard to handle. But here's the deal. Fear is a choice. Just like you can let fear control your life, you can choose not to. You can decide to speak words of faith instead, and when you do, everything shifts. Words of faith are all about possibility, believing that no matter how tough things get, you've got the strength inside you to handle it. Fear tries to make you shrink, but faith encourages you to grow, to break through the limits that fear sets for you. The language of fear is full of, "I can't," "what if I fail," or "this is too hard." It zeroes in on everything that could go wrong, blowing problems out of proportion until it might feel impossible. But when you embrace the language of faith, it totally changes your perspective. Instead of thinking, "What if I fail?" logically, you start wondering, "What if this turns out even better than I expected?" Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you tell yourself, "I've got everything I need inside me to succeed." It's all about changing your mindset, and it starts with the words you choose. Fear might shout the loudest in your mind, but it doesn't have to be what wins. Words of faith hold a strength that fear can't compete with. Faith isn't just about religion or spirituality, and faith are all about trust. It's about believing that even when things go sideways, there's a bigger plan at work. It's about having faith in your ability to learn and grow through tough times, and trusting in those unseen forces that are guiding you to become the best version of yourself. Fear keeps you in the dark. It makes you focus only on what you can control and what's right in front of you, which limits your perspective. But having faith lets you accept the unknown and trust the journey, even when you can't see where it's heading. When you talk about faith, you're saying there's something bigger than your fears. You're recognizing that challenges are just part of the journey, not the final chapter. Words of faith give you the guts to act, even when you're scared. They push you ahead, not because you're sure you'll succeed, but because you believe success is possible if you keep going. Every time you say, "I'll find a way," or "I can do more than I think," you're strengthening your belief in yourself and your path. Creating a mindset where fear doesn't stand a chance. The truth is, fear is deceptive. It tricks you into thinking failure is the end, that obstacles are unmovable, and that your dreams are way out of reach. But faith paints a different picture. It shows you that failure is just a lesson, that obstacles are hidden opportunities, and that your dreams are closer than you think, just a step away. Faith opens up doors that fear wants to shut, letting you see possibilities where fear only sees dead ends. It all kicks off with the words you say. Your words pack a punch and shape your reality. If you keep talking about fear, you'll end up living a life full of anxiety, doubt, and limitations. But if you swap those out for positive affirmations, you'll begin to build a life brimming with courage, possibilities, and growth. Words of faith don't ignore the challenges. They recognize them, but also remind you that you're tougher than any obstacle in your way. They help you remember that even when things get rough, you've got the strength to push through. Staying strong and pushing through can really change things. When you say things like, "I'm stronger than this challenge," or "I believe everything will work out for me," you're not just talking to the world, you're talking to yourself. You're reminding yourself of your strength, your worth, and your ability to keep going. Fear doesn't stand a chance when you face it with the solid belief of faith, and that belief is powerful. You can grow every day just by paying attention to the words you choose. Faith doesn't mean you never feel scared. It's about feeling that fear and still pushing ahead, knowing you can handle whatever comes your way. It's reminding yourself that you've been through tough times before and came out stronger. It's recognizing that fear is a natural part of growing, but it doesn't define your life. When you talk about faith, you're not. Acting like everything's perfect shows that you can handle life's messiness and still come out on top. The more you practice saying positive things, the easier it gets. Eventually, when fear tries to sneak in, your first reaction will be to fight it off with those positive affirmations. You'll start to see that the things that used to hold you back won't have the same grip on you anymore. You'll feel empowered. As you keep making your declarations of faith, your confidence grows. When you consistently say those words, you'll notice your reality starts to change to match them. Faith also opens up new opportunities. If you're coming from a place of fear, you shut yourself off from possibilities. You get so caught up in what might go wrong that you overlook the opportunities right in front of you. But when you speak words of faith, you change your focus from limitations to possibilities, and you begin to see solutions. Where there used to be just problems, you start to draw in people and situations that match your vision because your energy is now based on faith, not fear. Fear might be the first thing you hear, but it doesn't have to be the final say. You can drown that voice out by choosing to say things that show the faith you have in yourself and your journey. Keep in mind, fear is temporary, but faith lasts. Fear disappears the moment you take action, while faith gets stronger with every step you take. It's a choice you can make every time. Every single day, swap out fear for words of faith. Choose possibility over limitations and build a life that shows off the greatness inside you. Your words are the quickest way to change your mindset. They're the link between your current situation and where you want to be. By speaking faith instead of fear, you're paving the way for a life that's all about opportunities, not limitations. You're choosing to believe in a future that's bigger, brighter, and more abundant than any fears you might have. Imagine you're saying that no matter what life throws at you, you believe you can handle it and have the strength to overcome it. Having faith doesn't mean you won't hit bumps in the road. It means you trust yourself to get through them. It means that even when things go off track, you stay grounded, believing you're still headed in the right direction. Speaking words of faith helps you stay strong when things get shaky. Keep pushing ahead even when the path isn't clear, and hold on to a sense of peace. No matter what life throws at you, the energy you put out there attracts what you want. This is a basic rule of life. We live in a universe that runs on vibrations, frequencies, and energy, and the energy you give off is always interacting with everything around you. Think about it for a second. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt a vibe, whether it was good or bad? Have you ever met someone who just radiated confidence and positivity, and because of that, opportunities came their way? It seems to come easily to some people, but have you ever met folks who always seem to have a dark cloud hanging over them? They get stuck in a loop of frustration, disappointment, and setbacks. It's not just bad luck. The energy we put out into the world affects the experiences and people we attract into our lives. When you vibe at a level of abundance, gratitude, and positivity, you draw in more of that same good stuff. It's not some mystical magic. Even if it feels like you're being forced, it's really about how your mindset and energy shape your actions, choices, and ultimately your life. The way you think and feel has a direct effect on what you do, and those actions lead to results that either get you closer to what you want or keep you stuck. But here's the deal. You're always attracting something, whether you realize it or not. The big question is, are you bringing in what you want, or are you pulling in what you're afraid of? Just remember, your energy is always at play. Life is always moving. Nothing stays still. Every thought, every word, and every action you take adds to the energy you put out into the world. The more you focus on aligning your energy with what you want, the easier it is for those desires to come true. You're not just sitting back and watching your life happen, you're actively creating it. The energy you put out there is your biggest asset in crafting the life you want. The power to change your life is all about the energy you share and the words you say. Your thoughts and actions send out ripples that affect not just what's around you right now, but also where your life is headed in the long run. When you change your vibe from fear, doubt, and negativity to one of faith, belief, and abundance, you start attracting what you really want. Success, fulfillment, and joy don't come from outside factors. They come from the energy you create within yourself. That energy shapes how people see you, how opportunities come your way, and how strong you are when facing challenges. By aligning your energy with your biggest goals, you empower yourself to live a purposeful life with clarity and unstoppable momentum. The trick is to be intentional, consistent, and aware of the energy you put out, because it can really change your reality.